All right, guys, I'm coming at you again with another BlueChew facts video. And in this one, we're going to talk about the BlueChew ingredients and the safety facts that you need to know, things you need to look out for before taking BlueChew, or really before taking any ED medication at all. Because there's some out there, especially the older ones, that can have some serious side effects. But we're just going to keep it tight with BlueChew today. Now, I've used BlueChew myself quite extensively, mostly the Sildenafil, but I've tried the Tadalafil, the Vardenafil, on and on. I've tried everything they have to offer. And I would say that I have encountered some of the issues that I'm about to present. But before we get into the common and rare side effects, let's get into the fact that this is not a cure for ED, okay? This is not going to fix your erectile dysfunction. There are issues that cause that in your body, usually issues with blood flow and blood vessels, stuff like that. And this does help it for the time that it's in your body, but it's not going to eradicate your ED issues that are caused by things like diabetes, heart issues, diseases, all those sorts of things that can really cause problems in the body with the blood flow. Now, increased blood flow for those individuals who suffer with stuff like that can also cause some issues too. We'll get into who it's not safe for a little later. But first, let me talk about the common side effects. Common ones like headaches, flushing, nasal congestion, nausea, dizziness, or maybe just stomach cramping. I haven't personally ran into all of these, but I have ran into the headaches and the flushing, which not comfortable, but you can get through it. You'll survive, especially once you get into the moment. That doesn't even matter anymore. Now, the nasal congestion, I may have had that happen to me once, but I was in a different country for business and I was having a little bit of fun. So you know how that is when you go out to a new place. Maybe your allergies are triggered, But the nausea, the dizziness, I've never thrown up taking BlueChew or anything like that. It's just really the headaches and the flushing. That's happened, I would say, a handful of times, and I've taken BlueChew extensively. I've tried all of their ingredients and their different pills. Now let's get into the more rare side effects that may happen if you have complications already. Some people have reported to have vision and hearing changes. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that means, whether they lost their vision and hearing or if it just changed. I did some research and you already know BlueChew is all about blood flow. So when you change the blood flow in your body, that interacts with your ear, your eyes, your nose. That's why some people get nasal congestion. But maybe I can see like getting tetanitis is what it's called. I can see people getting ringing in the ears maybe with that increased blood flow. But I don't know about vision changings. I already have glasses on, so who knows? Maybe I just don't notice it. But as far as I'm aware, I've never ran into that. But there's also something people run into called priapism. But priapism is an erection that lasts for 4 hours plus. So on BlueChew, you take it, you don't have an erection right away. You need sexual stimulation. But if it does not go away, even when there's no sexual stimulation, that's priapism. And that can be a big issue and you should go see the doctor. But I've never had that happen to me. And I've only seen someone talk about it once, and who knows what else they could have been taking, but that is something that is out there. So if you're concerned about that, be aware. The other one is muscle aches, which it doesn't seem like a huge problem. It can be uncomfortable like a headache or nasal congestion, but it is more rare. So that's why I didn't put it in the common. I've never had muscle aches. I've had cramps. Maybe that's just, going to the gym and not stretching enough and then going and doing the deed. But that's about it. I couldn't say I've ever had any muscle aches from taking BlueChew's Tadalafil, Sildenafil, Vardenafil, you name it. Okay, guys, so let's finally get into who this is not safe for. And again, this is all about blood flow. So people with serious blood flow issues, heart issues, things like that, you're the kind of person that's going to want to have to look out for ED medications, not just BlueChew in particular, but any ED medication. And so if you're taking nitrates, you're going to want to avoid ED medication. Maybe some can work well with it, but I would just recommend to just stay away from ED medication in total. Diabetics can have issues, again, blood flow, blood circulation, but you're not as at risk. Now, people who have serious heart disease and heart issues, or even worse, heart transplants, you might want to steer away from ED medication, particularly ones that last longer in your system, something like Tadalafil or something. And also if you have prostate cancer, this can cause flare-ups because of that increased blood flow, and it can cause some serious irritation or further complications. What I would recommend the most people who should really stay away from ED medication is heavy drinkers. If you are constantly on the bottle, just stay away from ED medication. It is going to cause you so much issues in the long run. At first, it might not seem like anything's happening, might not seem like there's any negative effects besides maybe, the common side effects that you might get. But if you are heavily drinking, don't take any pill. Don't take any medication. You should just automatically know that off the bat. It will harm you. So heavy drinkers, stay away from the ED medication. If you need it, clean up. That'll probably fix your ED in the first place if you just stop drinking. But if it doesn't, BlueChew is perfect for erectile dysfunction. And like I said, my personal thoughts on this is it's pretty safe. I myself haven't come across all of these, only the headaches and flushing, but that just comes with the territory on some of these things. And being a healthier guy, going to the gym, eating well, that probably helps a lot, even though I do have some health issues to begin with. Nothing too serious, but enough to need a little bit of help in the bedroom. Still, I think it's safe for the average Joe. And for anybody that does have complications with erectile dysfunction, I would say BlueChew is the first one you should try if you're looking at many. Go ahead and just go with BlueChew. They're super discreet and they work well. And if you want, there is a link in the description that you can go to that'll take you to BlueChew and you can get it on a discounted price. Or you can just scan the QR code on screen and get it that way. All right, guys, if you've ever used BlueChew, just tell me what you think in the comments down below. Have you run into the common side effects? Have you run into any rare side effects? And if you are someone who it's not safe for, are you still going to try it? I hope not. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.